All right, people, Catfish Dave here. It's after May 32nd. We're probably close to June 0. Either way, last time I made a video, I had the perfect storm going on. We had a lot of rain. We had some post-spawn fish. But the key factor in what happened is I timed it as when they release these dams, you know, and they jumped from like 20-something thousand out of the dam to now up to 47,000. They turn these dams on about 9 o'clock. They claim up to about 47, and it's about 11:30. Now it takes a while for that water to work its way down. So I should be here right about the time of the peak bite. We're gonna try it. My bait is fresh, and fresh is best. I'm gonna throw out, I'm gonna suspend. And we're gonna try to land some serious fish here. Now, last time I was here, these fish were pretty much just hitting heads. So I'm gonna throw at least 3 heads out, just in case that is the case today. And we're just gonna see what happens. If they're still doing things that way. And like I say, any day you come out here, it could be different, you know. Some days they hit the head pieces, some days they hit the chunks just equally as well. You never can tell. You just have to cut your bait up, put it on there, and see what's going on. Fishing real close to that same location I was last video, a little farther up. It's a hump that has gathered debris due to the current pushing stuff up against it. Deep water, which is where I look post spawn anyhow. So let's chunk a bait down. Get one way down. The wind is blowing hard as last time I was out here, but it's cooperating better. It's actually blowing the direction of the current, and that is very rare. Now, if that wind will come opposite of the current, you can have some really rough waters. Going with the current, it should be nice. The wind should keep me cool because it is the hotter time of year, June 0. And like I say, I've seen times that June was a terrible month to fish. It all depends on when these fish go on the nest. I am gonna try a chunk. This is that Davy Jones from Hooker's Terminal Tackle. I think I've caught 1 fish on it since I've had it. It just has not been the lucky rod since I've used it. Anytime you start using something new, it seems like you can't get a fish on it. Throw one out not quite as far. About between here and that other one. I'm gonna throw another head on, because like I say, I want heads out there. That's what I got hit on last time I was here. Got this one just over there. Maybe a little different distance than the other two. And now we're fishing just about. I'm gonna drop suspended bait down. I'm not seeing a ton of stuff moving here on my screen yet. I know the structure's here. As this peak bite picks up, as this current starts to flow through here, I'm probably gonna see a lot more movement on that screen. I really need to retie these leaders. I've been using them a while now. We'll have a chunk on one side and a head on the other. Drop it till it hits the bottom. And then give it another turn and a quarter on the reel handle. So I want my bait up about yay high off the bottom. Yay high. I got a sliver of a moon in the sky, I see. I don't care much for the moon being in the sky when I fish, but that's just a sliver. It's technically a full moon. I'm only seeing a shadow. But either way, the moon is up. Let's drop this down here. And like I say, it's just, I have some flow going on here, but there's going to be a more maximum flow that gets to going here, and that's when these bites should increase. Post cold front, it's actually pretty cool out. I'm sure it wouldn't be if there was no wind. But as long as that wind's blowing, it's pretty nice out here. All right, y'all, that's what we got. I'm gonna cut up a couple more chunk baits. And I may cut a couple heads off, have them ready. These skipjack are really thin. They've done spawned out. All right, y'all. Got some baits down. Rinse my hands off here. I've got a really nice shirt on today in case I catch a big fish and need a picture. Got stuff to drink, sandwiches in the cooler. There's nothing to do now but kick back and enjoy my day on the water. Hopefully there's not a lot of big boats out today. All right, y'all, I've had a couple small bites here on suspended baits. Nothing but some small fish so far. Been here about 10 minutes. I'm gonna get some water out of the cooler. Start hydrating. Seen just a little bit of activity on my screen there coming up under the boat. It don't matter how good the bite is, I've still got a nice shirt on. Come on, catfishes. Catfishes, catfishes, catfishes. Oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. Are you gonna pull the drag out or what? First one on ahead. About 20 minutes into the trip here. He's just coming up easy now. Boy, he pulled hard initially. There he is. Now, how can that little fish put that big a bend in the rod? Good Lord. He did though. Boy, he laid it over. It's almost big enough to need a net. Man, that fish really laid that rod over. I thought I had me a 40 on there. At least. This little thing here done all that. On a headpiece. Come on now, come on, come on. Don't get funky. Don't get funky on me. Well, all right, y'all, there's the first fish. It's a little slow, but I don't think that burst of current has had time to work this far down the river yet. I kept wondering why he wasn't pulling drag, because it appeared to be such a big fish, but here again, it wasn't a big fish. Skunk's out of the boat though. First fish for the Catfish Dave show. Throw another headpiece on. I say, you can be jinxing yourself fishing for blue cats sitting still. You know, there's so many ways you can do this. I could drift over this whole area. I could drag over this area. And one thing or another could put you on a better bite. We got them sitting still last time, so we're going to try it again. And I am just a little up farther than what I was last time. Still the same set of structure. All right, y'all, 45 minutes, one fish. I have moved up. I just kept riding, watching my depth finder, and there are some fish laid up along this. They're not stacked together. They are scattered out along this structure. So we've moved up a little bit. We're going to give this a shot. Still about the same depth. Oh yeah. There's the one on the suspended bait. Been here about 5 minutes. Them guys in that boat said they've been trying to catch blue catfish and can't catch one here. They say they've caught channel cat. This is definitely a blue cat. Yeah, it's not a bad one. Definitely bigger than the first one. Yeah, they're checking me out. Checking me out. Ugh. Come on up in here. There we go. There we go. First decent one of the day. First decent one. I think they said they were using live shiners for bait. No, we don't want no shiners. Hold still now. Don't get funky. Turn the tail right. You got to try to bend them to get them to turn that tail. Yeah, first one. Got a little bit of weight. Yes, sir. I'll throw them on this side of the boat so they can see it. Ouch, 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 ouch. All right, y'all. I seen a few scattered out here, so see if this spot does any better. All right, y'all. In case this anchor bite doesn't pan out, I am going to set a course along this structure. And like I say, if we don't start boating fish, I'll set a controlled drift on here, and I'll suspend drift going downriver, and I'll drag coming back up that same course. You can't really suspend coming upriver when you got a pretty good current, so, but I can drag and I can suspend drift going down, so I'm gonna set that course in case we need it on here. On our chunk again, suspended rod, on our chunk. So today the chunk seem to be getting the fish, and only the suspended baits are getting eaten, so this may be a great day to suspend drift. We did get one on a head, so I know it's possible. See what we got here. This ain't no super big one. Come on up. But yet, it's not a bad one either. Real close to the size of that last one we caught. Not a bad one. Y'all, I'm not used to keeping my net back here, and I'm looking all over the place for the dang net. Come on, come on. Sir, not a bad one. Don't get all funky. Pose properly. You're on camera, bud. Okay, y'all. 3 fish in about an hour sitting still. Do we keep sitting still, or do we get aggressive? So these outlines have literally not gotten anything. As long as we keep getting them, I'll keep sitting. But now I'm not going to sit too long. I may put this back over here where it usually goes. Yeah, we got a bite. Very small bite on the outline. I put on some weight eating all the cookies, so it's been blueberries last couple trips. I still got my sandwiches. I'm not gonna lay off them. Especially them Italian subs. Well, I tell you what, y'all. This is about the 3rd time out, and I have not gotten a bite on that Davy Jones hook. It's got the bad juju. Oh, Lordy. All right, y'all. Sitting still is just not that great. I mean, if I keep sitting here, I'm probably going to get a couple more. But, yeah, this is, it's definitely slower than what I like. So, we're fixing to do the aggressive thing. I've not caught the first fish on these anchor rods. Let's go ahead and do some aggressive fishing. There's more than one way to catch catfish. I can already tell you we're not going to catch a catfish on this Davy Jones hook in this video, because it is on an anchor fishing rig and we're fixing to abandon this. They'll eat a chunk unless it's on a Davy Jones hook. Well, all right, y'all, we are suspend drifting. What I don't like is I'm running almost 1 mile an hour here due to the current. I keep getting shallower. I don't want to get shallower. I'll tell you, hang up. Gosh dang it. This Garmin does not follow course very well at all. I'll just tell you that. It's staying 20, 30 foot off the line I wanted it to stay on. I don't want to be that far away from the line. Now it's saying 33 feet. I'm fixing to get hung up. You piece of junk. I'll increase the speed to 0.9, see if it'll pull me closer to the line. I could probably drag this up a lot easier than I'm trying to drift down it. This Garmin is staying way off my line and it keeps blowing me up on this ledge. I might have to drag up it. I have not been super happy with this Garmin since I've got it. Maybe some guys like it, but there's a lot of ways I don't like it. You go through all that trouble to set a line you want to go and it's 20, 30, 40 foot off your line. I'll have to break this one, I can already tell you that. I don't see no marks. It's not a marked trot line, so if I get it, I'm gonna cut it to pieces. If it ain't marked, it ain't legal. And it causes me this frustration right here. Yeah, we're gonna drag this thing because it's too complicated with this Garmin not keeping me on my course. If it kept me on my course, I'd stay a certain depth, but I'm going in from 50 foot to 30 foot. I can't deal with that, so dragging it is. When I get started with that, if I'm not hung up on trot lines, I'll retie this suspended rod right here. I may be hung up on trot lines, I don't know. Let's go downriver and we'll drag back up. My strychnine dragon weights that wrap around my rods, just straighten them out. From Chasing Outdoors. That's where I get my rods, Chasing Outdoors. Chasing cats. Shimano Dakotas. Okay, now I'm gonna slow my speed way down now that we're on this thing. The fact that I've got a lot of current, I'm only gonna pull about 0.3. We are officially dragging. Chunk on the right, head on the left. Now that I have adjusted the sensitivity on this thing to the highest setting, maybe it would drift down river better, I don't know. But it was getting way off my line. And that's not what I want. Yeah, that old barge is moving right along. I'm gonna chew on this Italian sub from the Publix and wait on the next fish. With Gilligan, the skipper too, the millionaire and his wife. Oh yeah. Well, we got one on the head. Got one on the head. I've had several hard bites, but it's like they're grabbing it in their teeth and not hooking up. Not a big fish, but at least it is a fish. You have to have fish in a fishing video. Rolling and twisting and turning. Come on up here. Come on up here. Old summer fish. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, we're hooked up there too. We're hooked up there too. Oh. I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna go ahead and spot lock here for now, because I gotta get both these in. Did it spot lock? Yes, it did. Just doubled up with the drag. Hey, we'll take it. Slow day. I'm seeing a fish on my screen there. Come on up here, Mr. Fish. Another one about the same size, so come on up in here. That's a skinny one there, so definitely post spawn there. And this looks like a female with no eggs. These are definitely post spawn fish, so open that lip. And that fish is slimy, y'all. Look at that nastiness. Let me wipe that off before I grab my rod. Hang on there, brother, we'll get you. I can see the slime on that fish, he's so slimy. See if I can get him up. One on the head, one on the chunk. It's just a matter of going through them. Man, got me soaked. Y'all, is that a fish? Is that a fish? Yep, it's a fish. It's a fish. Almost pulled like it was hung for a minute. Almost. We're getting a little somewhere now. This feels a little better size-wise. Maybe. On a chunk. Yeah, he's coming up pretty easy, so it's no monster. Nothing too big. But feels better than the first two we caught dragging. He's pulling pretty good. Yeah, that's not too bad. Not too bad. Fat fish. Fat fish. I left my skipjack out. Get it cool. Yeah, that's a pretty decent one. Riled up now. Now it's pulling. Yep, this current's going. And I'm dragging, so. Come on up here. Come on up here. Yeah. Oh, it's the biggest one dragging. Yeah, straighten it out. Straighten it out. Always turn that tail towards you. Never get it, but they do it. Yeah. Well, all right, y'all. Starting to see some fish now. It is a lot easier to drag than suspend drift because you don't have to worry about how deep you are. Constantly be pulling up and letting back down. And I get hung up less dragging the bottom than I do trying to suspend over the bottom. All right, y'all, I'm gonna put a planer board on this rod here. And the reason I wanna do that is I wanna try a piece of white bass and see what that does. So we're gonna shift this over on a planer and put on a piece of white bass. See if that helps us out any. Sometimes in post spawn, they really key on that stuff better than they do the skipjack. So we'll just see. Let that planer board pull over. Chunk it out there. No matter what we catch or how many we catch, I'm gonna look good in this Huck shirt from the Bass Pro. 2X. Got all kind of stuff on here. Palm trees, mahis, American flaggies, sailfishes, fishing boats, some malt beverage, and some glass mugs. Got a little everything on it for good luck. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. On the head, y'all, right out in the center of the channel. Right out in the center of the channel. Nowhere near the structure. Nowhere near it at all. Just slap dab out there. Makes me wonder if I wouldn't be better to just drag right up the middle of the river. Come on in here, fishy. Not wanting to come in. Either way, starting to drag is producing some fish. He's way out there. I'm pulling in close to 50 foot here. Plus I had all that line out, so we had some line out on this fish. Come on in here, fishy. This one is using the current to his advantage, and there he is on top of the water out there. Gonna make it even more difficult. Come on up here. Come on up here. Dragging them through that current. Dragging him through the current. Well, there you go, y'all. Slap dab out in the middle of the river. Man, this current is definitely picking up a little bit because they're getting harder and harder to get in. Plus we're moving 0.3. Come on up here. Come on up here. Yeah, I got you there. See if we get any more slap dab out in the middle of the river like that. If we do, next time I come down here, I won't even fish this structure. Just depend on what it does. Come on now. You know, that fish is cutting my thumb up. I'm gonna have to grab him with the rag. My thumb is real cut up from last trip. They're just acting all crazy, man. Yeah. Old wider-headed male. Now I'll get the towel out of your mouth. We'll put you in. Let's see if we get another one way out there in the channel. We may. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Okay, we just had a good takedown here. This was on the chunk. Yeah. Swimming to the boat. The bigger fish will usually swim to the boat. Make it easy on you. Yeah, this is a better fish for sure. Oh yeah. On the chunk. Come on up here. I don't know if he's big or he was just hit super hard. We'll find out. It's pulling pretty good. I believe that white bass just got nipped. I gotta battle the waves from this wake boat while I'm fighting this fish. He's staying out from the boat right now. There he is. He's out from the boat. It's a pretty decent one. Biggest of the day right there. With Gilligan, the skipper too. Yeah, this is the biggest of the day. The biggest of the day. Yeah, that's a nice one there. Uh-oh, he's got my other line. I see my other line in that fish. Yeah, he got a hold of my white bass line when he shot across that river. So we got a little bit of a mess here. It was worth it because this is the first real respectable fish of the day here. I'm gonna go ahead and spot lock while I'm messing with this. Go ahead and spot lock. Get a healthy fish in here. Yeah, boy, that's a wide-headed fish. All right, y'all. This fish ain't gonna straighten out for the camera. You can see how wide that head is. Good enough. He ain't gonna pose, so let's throw him back. Yeah. Woo. Oh shoot, oh shoot. Oh shoot, this is on that head. This is on that head out there in the channel. And this one pulls some drag. I mean, I've seen big fish or smaller fish pull drag, but he's pulling good so far. White bass is not getting touched at all. Yeah, it feels solid. Don't know if it is. We'll find out. Come on. They can waller in that current and they can feel a lot more than what they are. But he hit hard, so. The bite was impressive anyhow. Maybe he'll swim to the boat now and make it easy on me. Come on here and swim towards me. Because if he stays out there, I'm gonna spot lock. Swim on up here. That first fish of the day bent that rod over like I thought it was a big fish. He's still pulling a little drag, but I can't tell what I got yet. What do we got? Yeah. There he is. What do we got here? He's not bad. Not as big as the last one, but he's not bad. Not bad. Skipjack head, slap dab in the middle of the river. Like I say, these fish come off the nest and they will just scatter. That's what we're dealing with today, is scattered fish. And that's why we had a hard time on the anchor bite. Because they was scattered. Come on up here, this old fat one. Come on up here. Man, you're gonna make it hard, man. Come on up here. Trying to get a fish by yourself in the current is not easy. Come on up here. There you go. Get in that net. Get in that net. Slap dab out in the middle of the river. Yeah, I can tell the current has definitely picked up from the anchor bite. Oh! But these fish are still scattered. Oh, heavier, fatter fish. Don't know how you can see it the way that sun is, but get the rag out of his mouth. Grab him under the jaw, chunk him back in. Woo! Well, y'all, it pays to get aggressive sometimes. Cover some water. That's what we doing. Now we landing some fish. Whoa, 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 whoa. We got a drag port. We got a drag port. Just tried to let that old planer board out and he hit it hard. Yeah. Yeah, see, this current has really picked up now. I'm barely going speed-wise. This is that peak bite I was talking about. But either way, these fish are scattered. I mean, we're just randomly popping them out. I'm getting more out in the middle of the river than I am on this structure right now, so let me let this over here. Maybe he'll go around it and not tangle up in it. I could be getting hit here. Just trying to keep this current from popping this board off while I spread it out there. Don't get in that other line. He's trying for it. He's going right at it. Pulling pretty good. Yeah, pulling pretty good. I may go ahead and spot lock with this, because I'll tell you what, this current is getting tougher. We'll hit the spot lock. I believe I'm getting hit right there on that board. Something hit that board. Yeah, something's on it. Something's swimming to the right. Oh no, I bet this fish has got it. I bet this fish has got it. So he did get it. And it's gonna swim right across this other line over here. Let me pop this board loose. There we go. Having some technical difficulties. That board was fixing to cross this line too, and then I was really gonna be messed up. Nice fish. And he is crossing that line. Yeah, that's a good one. I'd love to net him and not get all that line in the net. It ain't gonna happen. Come on. We have a mess. A legit mess. Solid fish. Solid fish, solid mess. But I'm looking good in this shirt. Looking good in my shirt. Got to get the rag to handle them anymore. I wonder if I got them grippers. That way I ain't got to take these this rag in and out of his mouth. My hands are just tore up. Tore up. Oh! Straighten out for the camera there, son. Yeah, we'll take that right there. Now I gotta be careful that I don't turn him loose with the grippers. Saved my hand anyhow. All right, y'all, we'll check this one out real quick. Hooked right through the whisker. Went through his whisker, come out the other side. Little old dinky summer fish. Just covered in that slime. All right, y'all. That proves my point right there. There's days, if I'm sitting and catching fish, I'm gonna sit on them. But if I'm not, there's more than one way to catch catfish. And especially today, obviously the fish were not stacked on this structure. I'm getting just as many out here. These fish are just scattered. It's post-spawn, they're moving around, they're hunting food, so yeah. Thought the day was pretty much gonna be shot. And then we put on these old planer boards and started dragging. And we put some fish in the boat. It's getting later up on the day. These bigger boats are coming out. And I'm just tired of reeling in fish. This is a video. There was fish in the video. That makes the fishing video. This is Catfish Dave with another one. Signing out.